camera recorder, catching crazy memories. Put in your special order if you wanna get a piece of me. You gotta dress up nice, wear the cologne that I like. Come and role play for the night. Taste a little chef serving thighs, baby, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to another W.O.W Wednesday. For those of you who need it broken down, that's words of wisdom on a Wednesday. Let's go. Words of wisdom for your mind, body, and spirit, and soul. Let's go.
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another W.O.W Wednesday where I share words of wisdom for your week. And today I want to touch on something that I was reflecting on earlier this year that I actually posted about, but I never actually made it an official part of W.O.W Wednesday as far as this new channel. So what I said in the message earlier this year is that healing the soul comes with a lot of reflecting and holding yourself accountable. You can't be afraid to look yourself in the mirror. You have to be bold. Be bold enough to admit your flaws and work to improve yourself and your life. Don't go around beating yourself up just because you didn't learn from the lesson sooner, but accept that the lesson needed to be learned. And give yourself grace. Give yourself grace because we all have a lot of lessons that we need to learn. And you need to be proud that you were able to recognize the lesson and grow from your previous decisions. Your experience is meant to build your character. You are the main character of your story. And remember that. Adjust your crown and proceed through your life with grace and gratitude. We all make choices, we all make decisions, we all make mistakes, and we all have lessons to learn from each and every day. Every day that you wake up, you are presented with a choice. Do you want to give your 100% effort to make the day the best that you can make it, no matter what your situation is, no matter what your circumstances are, even if you're not feeling well, even if you're not feeling like your best self, even if you are having a hell of a time making it through each and every day, it's up to you to be mentally strong enough to say, I may not be feeling the best that I can feel right now, but today I'm still going to give the best that I can give. I'm still going to show up in the best way that I can show up. And you want to constantly work towards that point where you're making that choice and that decision every day. But sometimes if you're not taking that time to reflect, if you're not taking that time to really go back and look at the choices that you made in the past that got you exactly where you are, especially if it was a tough situation. If you got yourself in a tough situation, you really need to take the time to sit down and really think, what could I have done differently to be in a better position than what I just got myself into? Because there was a choice made along the way. There was a no that you should have said. There was a no that was owed to somebody. A hell no at that. And you said yes anyways. There was a decision that had to be made. You didn't need to spend that extra $50 at Target. And yes, I'm talking about myself because I have choices and decisions that I have to make also. I didn't need to spend the extra $50 at Target. I knew that that extra $50 could go towards some credit card debt. You know, we all have choices and decisions. I didn't have to say yes to that person. I didn't have to, but I chose to. And I stand on that. My decision was my decision. And all I can do is reflect on my decisions and make better decisions going forward. But if you really want to recognize your patterns, if you really want to recognize your decisions that really are seeming to be hard for you to break, the habit of making the same choice over and over and over again, you need to start reflecting. And one of the greatest ways that you can reflect is to write it down. What I love to do is journaling. And I look forward to one day, and I'm not going to speak too much on it, but one day I'm going to be able to show you guys just how passionate I am when it comes to these sorts of things. So just keep that in mind. I'm a shameless plug. Just keep that in mind. But journaling is so beneficial because you're taking the time to write it down. And when you write down about your day, about your moment, about the things that you need to reflect on, put the date. Put the entire date. Wednesday, August the 14th, 2024. I walked into Target and I spent $50 on some wine and bed sheets and a new lamp, knowing I didn't need a new lamp. And I'm just giving an example. This is not exactly what I did, but this is something that I would do. And you want to write down how you feel about what you experienced. And that's just an example, like I said. Whatever you went through that day, just reflect on your day in general. But definitely take the time. If it's something that you've experienced negatively, write that down. And even if you're not doing it to reflect on that moment, in that moment, writing it down gives you a date so that 3 months later, when you're going back through your journal and you hit that one page from August the 14th at 2024, in 2024, and you realize now you're all the way at the end of the year and you're stressed because you're still paying towards your credit card debt, and you read about how you was just spending extra money over at Target. Notice things like that so that you can understand these are the subtle decisions that I'm making that are contributing to me being in a situation that I don't want to be in. And let me think about that and let me focus on what I need to do to nip that in the bud and do better. And remember, give yourself grace. As you reflect, remind yourself, I made that mistake. I stand on that mistake, but I will do better next time. I will be better next time. And don't just say it. Because a lot of y'all just always talking about you about to do, you gonna do better. And you ain't doing nothing different. Stop lying to yourself. Because if you can't stop lying to yourself, how do you expect people to be 100% honest with you? Be real, be honest, be vulnerable with yourself. Give yourself grace and continue to grow towards becoming who you truly want to be, making the better decisions and better choices that you want to make. And you need to be able to reflect to do that. And with that being said, happy W.O.W Wednesday.